Welcome to NEWSPOINT on TEK TV. My name is Michael Dainti, and here are the headlines. Mahama's inauguration of transition team. Akufo-Addo said he will fight corruption but won't witch hunt NDC. NPP condemned post-election attacks, charges supporters to be calm. The wind of change did not blow our way, says Indum, consoles supporters. And in international news, Gambian leader Yahya Jammeh rejects election results. Now to our very first story. The transitional team to facilitate the change of government in the country was officially inaugurated at a short ceremony held at the Accra International Conference Center on Sunday. The ceremony was held days after the Electoral Commission's declaration of the new Patriotic Party's Nana Akufo-Addo as president-elect after a keenly contested general election on Wednesday, December 7. President Mahama on Saturday announced the 16-member team comprising 7 members of the National Democratic Congress, government, and 9 from the NPP. A statement signed by the Minister of Communications, Dr. Edward Omani-Boama, said the team would also include the head of the civil service, head of the local government service, secretary to the cabinet, and the National Security Coordinator in accordance with the provisions of the Presidential Transition Act 2012, Act 845. Still on politics, President-elect Nana Akufo-Addo says he has no time to conduct a witch hunt in the Mahama-led government when he takes over. Akufo-Addo made the statement in a letter addressed to former President Jerry John Rawlings, who had admonished him to pursue anti-corruption drive. Former President Jerry John Rawlings called Ghana's president-elect Nana Akufo-Addo to ensure that he wages war on corruption in the country. He said his victory is a manifestation of the people's desire for new leadership and comes with enormous responsibilities, including a commitment to pursue an anti-corruption drive across the board. Akufo-Addo says in pursuing corruption, he will be guided by due process. Following up, President-elect Nana Akufo-Addo condemned attacks claimed to have been vested on the supporters of the governing National Democratic Congress by NPP supporters. The party urges the Ghana police to enforce the laws of the land and bring to book any person, irrespective of their political affiliations, to be acts of violence against any person. The General Secretary of the party, John Boadu, said their attention has been drawn to reports of alleged acts of violence and vandalism being perpetrated against some political opponents of the NPP in the aftermath of the announcement of the results of the 2016 election. To the other news, the 2016 presidential candidate of the Progressive People's Party, Papa Kwesi Indum, has expressed optimism that Ghanaians will reward the party with victory in the country's subsequent general elections. The 2016 presidential candidate of the Progressive People's Party, Papa Kwesi Indum, had expressed optimism that Ghanaians will reward the party with victory in the country's subsequent general elections. Mr. Indum, who polled about 1% of the total valid votes cast in the 2016 presidential elections, said although the party did not win the elections, it had demonstrated to Ghanaians that it was a peace-loving, disciplined and respectful party with great ideas and solutions for the country's challenges. Mr. Indum noted that PPP will remain united and go stronger ahead of the next general elections in 2020. Now to the international front. The Gambian president, Yahya Jammeh, has rejected the result of the election which he lost earlier this month. He said the electoral process has suffered unacceptable abnormalities and he called for a fresh vote. Mr. Jammeh, who came to power in a coup in 1994, had suffered a surprise defeat to Adama Barrow, who won more than 45% of the votes. Mr. Jammeh initially accepted the results, surprising his critics, but after a thorough investigation, he has decided to reject the outcome of the recent election. Now to end the news, a recap of the headlines. Mahama's inauguration of transition team. Akufo-Addo said he will fight corruption but won't witch hunt NDC. NPP condemns post-election attacks, charges supporters to be calm. The wind of change did not blow our way, says Indum, consoles supporters. Internationally, Gambian leader Yahya Jammeh rejects election results. That is all for NEWSPOINT on TEK TV. My name is Michaelda Inti. Follow us on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram on TEK TV GH. Also watch our live streaming on www.tektv.knust.edu.gh.